Hey, welcome. This is Chris Wise, and welcome to my Wise Insight of the Day. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a reading hack that will help you read more quickly and more effectively and actually more engaged. And so for those, as you know, readers are leaders. And one of the challenges that I've actually had when reading is that my mind can wander. I lose focus, like if I'm reading a regular book, or if I'm listening to an audiobook, because I'm a very visual person. I like to actually see what I'm reading, and so while I can increase the speed of audiobooks, which I really like, and go through it faster, because I'm so visual, sometimes listening to audio can be challenging for me. And so in the past, I've done things like buy the physical book and then get the audiobook and then increase the speed of the audiobook, and then I'm doing both. And so while that's been very effective, it can also get kind of expensive, because then you got the cost of the book, and then the audiobook could be like $30 to $50 depending on the price. And so recently there's some PDFs that I've come across, and so PDFs offer another challenge because PDFs are digital. Like sometimes I do well with having physical things in my hand. So part of it, as what I'm sharing with you, is going to be to help you also figure out how so that you can stay best engaged into reading, and I'm going to give you some different ideas, and then I'm going to show you something that is free that you can immediately apply to specifically reading PDFs that will help you read them more effectively. And so I'm currently reading this PDF called Slicing the Pie. It's about how to set up equity inside of companies. And it's great content, but then it's also kind of dry and a little boring, and I'm finding myself having trouble staying engaged. And so the way I sometimes think about reading is like this, kind of an analogy of a treadmill. Like when you go out running without a treadmill, just out normal running, you have to provide all of the momentum to keep going. Now, one of the advantages of a treadmill is that now you have a machine that's providing you that momentum, and all you got to do is pick up your feet and run, or you're going to fall. And so listening to it on audio to me is kind of like a treadmill. It can be very effective. So you're just listening and listening and listening. And to me, having it read to you or listening to an audio is just like putting your mind on that treadmill. And so I found a great solution for free and wanted to share it with you this morning on how that you can do this for PDFs or Word documents or whatever you have. And so I'm going to switch this over to my computer. And so it's a Chrome add-in, and it's called Read Aloud, a text-to-speech voice reader. So Read Aloud, and you can see it's got great feedback and ratings. And I'm actually going to show you what this looks like in action. And so we're going to go over here to the PDF. And I got to pull it back up. So I'm opening up a PDF here. And then I'm going to click up here on this PDF reader. Oh, look, already this.
Slicing Pie, a straightforward process for implementing a dynamic.
Let me pause it. So I had already had it going. I had it set up. And so what I love about this is that it will read it out loud. You can increase the speed, but it also highlights the part that it's reading. And so you can set all those settings up in the actual thing. But here it is. I'm like on page 20. But check this out. I'm just going to hit play.
Slicing Pie, a straightforward process for implementing a dynamic or organic equity split in an early stage startup that ensures the fairest equity split possible. It is designed for bootstrapped startups and is used prior to cash flow break-even or the first major funding event. It is a universal, one-size-fits-all, self-adjusting model that maintains fairness even as things.
So I'm going to switch it back over here. So what I love about this is that it reads it for me, I can see it, and it's also highlighting it. So now I can be fully engaged in reading. Like if you've ever tried to read a PDF, it's pretty static. This to me is like 3 times more engaging, and it puts my mind on that treadmill. So again, let me switch it back over here. I'll just tell you. The app is called Read Aloud, a text-to-speech voice reader. It's free. Apply it into Chrome, and now you can be reading have your PDFs read to you. So feel free to leave any comments or questions below, and I'll answer them after this. And with that, I hope you guys make it an amazing day.